Armel stays alive a little longer, and then will end up dying. It's another multicast over on the Enigma. GPK needs to jump away, getting away from the rocks, and Chen Army, they just have to GA, buy some more time to escape back out these imprisonments, allowing GAMBIT to actually move further away, keeping KP out of the fight. Vampire won't be so lucky, or maybe he will be, trying to get away from the minion army of that Lycan, who's now lost his movement speed. FNG is the first one to die, even though Vampire, I think, was the bigger problem for TNC in this fight.
Only a hard support. You found the OD. You can see where the Omni plays up against this Lycan, though. Yeah, sure, you can pop ultimate run at us. You get the GA off. However, you're going to watch Gabby. He's going to play with this Purge creep for most of the game.
Long jump. It's all the battle for the 15-minute bounty runes, and KP try to contest for it. The first the attack and a quick force start from Armel. We'll be able to get KP into safety. More support is still coming in. It's Vampire here in Armel. It looked like he thought he had a chance at this fight. KP's hanging around. He'll have to press the attack to get Armel away to safety to pick up the throw down, but Vortex, they've just got so many controls here, GAMBIT. Armel will die once again. 2 times in 2 minutes. And this actually feels like the type of game that GAMBIT just adore. It's like, okay, you want to fight us? Sure, we'll play high tempo now that you're willing to fight. And in the meantime, whoop, Armel slides in quickly towards the mid lane. What have we got for a steal from Rubik? Gets to pick up a throw down. He can imprison himself in 2 seconds time, but stun control is nice from March, arriving with that Centaur.
Has he got Necro 3 on the Curry already? Indeed he does. That is 1650. And he's effectively completely online now. Necro up in 16 seconds.
Oh, they're coming to fight. Tims, as well as Marsh, near the shrine, is being burnt by GPK already because he needs the mana enough to take this fight. So he looks over towards Marsh. They don't get stun control, so there's no hand of God. No, he'll actually be getting it off. They vortex him back in again, and the Rubik picking up the OD once again. Armel being a priority target, but Lycan's into the back lines, right on top of Dream. They close the distance. The OD will also drop the hammer down. The damage is good. GA, it's slowing down the damage output, but it ain't stopping it. Drow and Ogre down. Omni-Knight will join them as well, but they want more. GPK does not have a lot of mana to work with. Legion Commander has the movement speed as well as the duel, but cannot catch him before he gets into the base.
It's tier 3, there's no glyph. This is a dead tier 3 in the blink of an eye. TNC, you're gonna get a Rax here.
Just such a huge army ready to fight. What a time for a book to be up to. Vampire's trying to slow things down. Storm jumps in, looking to clear out the wave if possible. Gets a Vortex over a Legion Commander. Gotta be careful, dropping down low. But Machi is FNG. Gabby just surrounded him with Tims with the army of March.
Dude,
get the kill on the Ogre, the dieback on him, as well as taking the melee racks. Ball lightning TP means this Storm will easily get away. A 4-man, actually it's a 3-man smoke up. They use Shashlo as the bait to the tier 1 tower, and help our first customer of the day. The smoke will break, a quick gust, send him up in the air. Telekinesis pull back with the multicast down from FNG. That is one very dead Armel. That felt a little too easy.
Solar Crest, next item on KP, coming up soon.
Smoke and come out from Gambit. There's so many observers and sentries throughout the dire jungle. The TNC, without this smoke, they would have seen a lot. Storm jump straight across the pit and out the other side. Gets information on Roshan. Roshan still dropping low, 1000 HP. The Sons of Legion Commander. Here's your follow-up, and in they go. But Armel, he actually gets the Aegis Immortal. GPK cannot secure the seal. He's looking for a tent. It's the black hole, but he caught Rubik, so there's no turnaround. The Drow getting some good damage out, but all he'll end up doing is killing Tims. No, he doesn't. March has the heals for days. And Dream will die as he walks back out this mid lane. He does not escape this. A blink forward from Tims will get this done with a duel victory. And Armel, who's been the punching bag of Gambit at the start of most fights, now gets himself a triple kill.
You're going to need to play a hell of a lot faster as Gambit. You need a lineup that peaks in the mid game. You are not going to be able to get to 30+ minutes against a team like TNC playing this way.
Let him go.
You can't just go straight for throne. It's 22 minutes in, why not?
They're trying to get buyback, so if just win the game as well, either will work. It's like, hey guys, have I got Hal back up? Yeah, we do. Let's just go, go, go. FNG comes in close. It just helps build up the which is a 39 at the moment. It's starting to reduce. The Storm Spirit doesn't want to be part of this one. He jumps up, he jumps down. Tim's broken free by the press, the attack. Shashlo needs to help out too, but it's just being done. They focus on the Ancient, understanding to win Dota, that's all you have to do. Kill the Ancient. And in 22 minutes, TNC take game 1 of this ESL 1 Hamburg Grand Final.
The Slark is just, it's too good to pass up, and when you look at, again, the pace that TNC likes to play, I think they're going to put a ton of pressure against this Bat Rider.
Hey,
It might mess with the last hits, but it doesn't help with the lane equilibrium.
Yep. A lot of stacks coming out. There's the level 2 block.
Yeah, fissure him up. You got a way to cut free. Gabby will do it. 5 stacks of sticky napalm, and with a Firefly, they just get on top of March as well as Gabby. March be the primary target. Shashlo will get the kill. He doesn't lose the aggro of the tower, so it comes a lot of extra hits.
Typically very poor matchups against both Slark and DK. You also have a ton of magical burst, obviously, from that off-lane dual lane.
Shashlo starting his farm once again. Dragging multiple creep waves, trouble for FNG, getting stun locked down. Dream tries to create a little bit of extra space, focusing on Tims. He's actually going to have enough damage with the help of the Stroke of Fate that FNG got before death to get the kill, and we're 9 seconds away from those 5-minute bounty runes. That'll be the next big target. KP, I don't think he even really wants to fight this. In fact, with the blinding light, yeah, Dream gets pushed back. And it's just going to be a bounty rune trade-off. Gabby already getting aggressive, jumping forward. If he can actually leash Shashlo, in fact, more trouble for ES. Vampire, I thought he was out of here. Shashlo was still able to get the bounty rune. He needed that because he needed the bottle charges.
Support, you get your core ahead by effectively just running in circles, and then they give you a little income, help you recover so that you're a real hero too. Almost level 6 on the Coddle, now they're hunting.
GPK, blinding light pushes him back, misses the Sleight of Fist, Dragon Tail stun, but Light Strike Array is not in range. Also protected by that level 4 Flame Guard. Now they try and turn themselves. Sharikop's going to arrive. The call down, no, it's going to be Will-O-Wisp to begin with. They're holding it for the moment. And flat cannon damage will chip, but it won't do anything else. A Haste-Rune Batrider wants a fresh target. Ember Spirit, now maybe you got a chance.
Lasso.
Bonding them together. Armel as well as KP pulled together under the call down. The flat cannon damage, huge damage into TNC. Gambit, they bring the deeps and keep the dive going. As 3 heroes of TNC are lost and Gambit come alive. But keep in mind, there's no Slark through this fight. He's taking the tier 1 tower in the meantime on bot lane. The tier 1 tower, they're going to fortify it up both sides. Shows you just how much both sides want to keep this tier 1 tower alive or dead. Yep. And DK will TP in. Gyrocopter playing from the tree lines. Armel's waiting the timeout, just trying to get in range for that Dragon Tail stun because he doesn't have the range form just yet. But Echo! Vampire! It's the backlines! They keep the chainsaws going! DK's going to go down! Again, TNC under the tier 1 tower get pounced by Gambit! It was the Batrider double lasso before, but now it's the Slammer!
Once this Armel BKB comes online, this could change. Hood up on KP, pipe afterwards. And yeah, even the Slark, he'll be going for a BKB after that defusal as well. That's when TNC can actually take some of these fights. For now, though, they're in trouble.
DK, the blink was up, what isn't even required, but a drag down the hill to get the follow-up chain stuns using both the Inkswell and the Searing Chains. DK, they have the control. And even once you have BKB, if you can't react in time, that's going to happen time and time again if Gambit can get that initiation. And that's the best at that.
The BKB is the fighting item. The blinks are the killing items. Once they pick those up, they can actually start to turn the tide a little bit. Try and find Gambit's heroes. They haven't even used a smoke to cross the river yet this game.
I hope they're stockpiling. The smoke's coming from Gambit instead, but who's there? March is there. Observers and sentries. There's a Grimstroke for the double stuns and the double lasso. Get back down here. Get your feet wet, TNC. The call down. The Fissure is blocked the DK in, and down goes one. Wait for ES. He's still got the Echo Slam. Vampire's waiting the back lines. There will be the TP out under the BKB of DK, but now his 10-second BKB is not to get out after killing a hero, it's to get out after they've lost 2. But Leash, control, this is Gabby getting finally into the mix. That's his first kill of the game, 22 minutes in, and they are hunting him. Homing missiles, looking for the stuns, he breaks free, and where's your lockdown? He doesn't even need to use his own 10-second BKB.
7K the gold lead for Gambit. I feel bad, I honestly counted him out. It's like 6 minutes in, I'm like, oh, there's no way you're going to play that well. But
it's like, wait, we have really great initiation. We can be really aggressive. Let's put that to the test once again. The Lotus Orb, that comes in way too late, but it's trying to predict the DK. He's dead for 70 seconds. If you wanted a window to go for Roshan, this will be it for Gambit. Gyrocopter cracks level 20.
Playstyle we see out of these guys. And have they even got a kill in the last 20 minutes?
You can check the bar. I'm seeing they destroyed an Observer Ward. I have a destroyed Observer Ward. FNG is going to add the pressure on top. Earthshaker's ready to fight if he just gets a little information. The sentry ward's on the hillside. Here comes Shashlo. DK's a nice little target, but KP's presenting himself a little bit more with the Lotus Orb up. They don't want to instantly jump on him, but they're just waiting it out. And now with a call down, the lasso, it doesn't come in from the Baron. They've got his BKB off in time, but the Soulbind, the hold them together. Now the lasso will arrive. Ogre will drop, and so will Gabby. He was meant to be the savior of TNC, and now he's got to actually buy back. March is down as well. They're under the tier 4 towers. GAMBIT pushing in hard. Now they feel the opening, but TNC will stand their ground as hard as they can. Armel doesn't have a lot of life to work with.
Yeah, they've got that Aegis on the gyro along with the Butterfly Ags. He does a ton of damage, and as you said, forcing the 2 buybacks, even going for the 210 GPM talent at 20 instead of 25 strength. They are playing for the long game here.
They are looking for a jump. Here comes Shashlo. BKB can't get the lasso. The Soulbind is onto the Slark, but they're so far back to the tier 4 towers. GAMBIT missing the initiation. They'll get some chip damage into the tier 3 tower, but the Soulbind is worn off. Dream, he's standing his ground the front lines. He's still got that Satanic, but he needs a BKB and get the flat cannon damage out under the cooldown. Also retreating. Slark wants this fight. He's BKB'd. He's shadow danced up, but now that will also wear off. TNC retreating, but we're in again. The Echo Slam! Vampire! He waited perfectly to bring down TNC all the way. Can they do it? Yeah, they can. Hemisphere to the tier 4 towers. Grabs Gabby, grabs Tims, moves to KP. A triple kill for GPK. Buybacks will come thick and fast from TNC, but because the MKB was bought by the Slark, he does not have one. Even without the Echo Slam, Lasso is up with the BKB, so Barrider can get this long jump. He just needs a decent target. Blinding Light pushes him back, the Searing Chains. Coddle's broken free by the Lotus Orb. But this bottom lane of Rax dying so quickly. Still got another 25% of that DD rune left for Dream. And wow, hey!
Oh!
Whoa, whoa! Ember Spirit, that ain't your home! But he just stole the rug. Slark still dead for another 30 seconds.
The only 2 heroes they've killed were the ones without buybacks, so they know it's a 3-on-5.
Like, what's your initiation? GPK does a Sleight of Fist Searing Chains, and already then you're starting to worry. You're having a Lotus Orb for that. Lincoln Sphere just absorbs the first down. DK hacked so quickly by FNG. The Soulbind, who wants to come in close with a flat cannon from Dream? Ogre's losing his life quickly. The lasso is pulling the DK back out while Ember underneath the fountain is looking to dive once again. No, he'll show some tolerance. The DK, he at least got out to safety, but remember what they came for, GAMBIT. It's clinical. But the creep waves are dying so quickly, it's less effective.
Mega's acquired. Dude, I don't think GPK should get Ember again for the rest of the series. You see that casual slight dodge on the
the Hex into the silence. The DK Fissure Stun is out. The Echo Slam from Vampire. They just want to keep him chain locked. The Will-O-Wisp cannot stop GAMBIT from bringing him down. Buyback is available for the DK. March is doing the best he can just to push this lane back out, and Gabby, he was meant to have a free game. He was meant to be the hunter, but he became the hunted. And GAMBIT moved for the tier 4 towers. They want to end this now. They want to ensure that they're going to level this series up at 1 apiece. The BKB Batrider, drag him back in for the double lasso, hold them in place, and bring him down and push out the GG from TNC's lips. GAMBIT tie the series and ensure that TNC don't just whitewash this grand final.
That was so sick, man. Like, TNC, I don't know. It's not hubris. Like, this is a team, they came here to win, but
There's no anti-BKB on TNC. There's nothing to do with spell immunity other than obviously you have to worry about playing around the Naga song, possibly getting split off from your team before they all have their BKBs online, but
you have Naga Illusion shoving waves, traps, Night Stalker vision. So difficult to play against if you fall behind as GAMBIT.
March, this is not how we wanted to have to start this game. He's leveled up Blinding Light. KP wants to try and create some space. That's done from GPK. Well off target, but the spins out from Dream. March has slowed up, and he's not going anywhere. The level 1 Frost Blast skilled up from FNG to give that extra slow. They won't have time to contest the other bounty rune. So it ends up just being a 2-2 trade off. And GPK burn every bit of mana he's got to try and stay alive while he farms up what was a huge stack. This is helping him get back on the board.
Oh, he finds Tims. Hello.
That'll help. If he can get the stun, Tims is just pulling the wave over. And Tims, he's got 1 leap available if he sees the arms go up. He's looking for the second wave too, but he'll lose the first one. TP's coming in from the ES. This will give that initial stun they need to get the follow-up split earth, and Tims will be picked off. Can't leap if you're perma-stunned. And then on top lane, KP trying to escape from Dream and FNG, but 2 points up in the Frost Shield, that 25% slow with the phase boots of Juggernaut.
He's so far ahead of the game, and Gabby's not far behind, almost at a Mantis style already.
The Vampire, he has a Blink Dagger available. They're going to see Gabby in for the Echo Slam, combining with the Chain Frost, put that Naga down.
Love it. That's a real fast Blink Dagger, but even Brown boots straight into it. No build-up items whatsoever.
This is a very well telegraphed to Gambit. Gambit were ready to fight themselves. They're dropping down their own sentries. They may not want to de-ward straight away because it will reveal their position. But up on the hillside, here they come. Smoke breaks over on KP. FNG took a second to react, and in that second, Armel will kill him. The Will-O-Wisp pulling Shashlo back in once more. But for all of this, you're going to get 2 hero kills. That's fantastic.
More importantly, you walk straight into the Roche Pit. That's a max meld TA with Deso.
That's the name of this game. Name of the trade. Unless ES wants to go for something YOLO, but he's too far away.
It's looking really good for TNC here. Both their core heroes hitting their stride. But since that first kill on the Naga with the blink reveal, there hasn't been any sort of movement from Gambit. They haven't been able to find a pickoff anymore, and a big part of that is because now Gabby is safely playing on his own side of the river.
Balls out. Over on the Night Stalker, Arrow's going to fly forward, connects into the ledge. The Fisher block will hold KP in position with the split earth stun. They just try and keep that Night Stalker control, but under the Will-O-Wisp, it's typical to fight for Gambit. Chain Frost, they're still holding it out until the TA jumps in and kills off FNG. I cannot believe KP surviving through his 3 HP. The ball couldn't finish the job. The Arrow, a little bit off target, so GPK CP, it will be able to complete, but Shashlo may not be so lucky. Is there a stun? There is not available. Both the supports of Gambit going down.
As you said, Naga Illusions are top, so hey guys, GPK's here. We can perhaps look to Roshan. That's exactly what they do.
Can they see the Hawk? Because the Sentry's just out of range. The Hawk, actually, the Hawk is copying some damage. Ends up getting picked off by the TA. Moonlight Shadow is out. Lich, he's going to be the first one to get picked off. Can't get a Chain Frost, but there'll be a quick buyback available. Roshan, low on life. The Hawks are out. So is the Beastmaster Boar. Trying to look around multiple sides of this pit. The Moonlight Shadow will now wear off. Roshan, do they just use Song of the Siren to ensure it? That's exactly what they're going to do. Gambit are so close, they can't get close enough. KP's already been picked off thanks to the Omni Slash, but Roshan, the Aegis Immortal into the hands of Armel. That's a very wayward Arrow, and Vampire, you know what he wants to do. He's going to Echo Slam. He needs to control the Naga. They don't have that get out jail free card. That's where the Will-O-Wisp has to then do more lifting while Armel, BKB protected. The Chain Frost now will finally bounce out. Mozo being lost inside the Ancients. Who's going to die here? Armel hasn't done enough damage yet to find 1 kill, but the ES, he's so low on life, they'll attack up the hill and finish him off. The TA trap slowing down the Gambit retreat. They don't have a lot of slows to work with. They have to turn for the damage. Armel, they burn through those defensive refraction charges, but KP ready to continue the fight going. Arrow flies, but does not connect into Dream. And the KP still with the voice, still with the silence. They'll send him up. FNG, low on life. The side blade hits just continue to connect in. The Frost Shield does its work, slowing down the TNC attack. They will be able to pick off the Lich, giving it dieback now for FNG. Can they continue to push in? Aegis and Cheese both in the hands of Armel, and they move to the bottom lane.
Minus armor stacking, and he got the talent too, so it's -12, -12. They just zerged down Roche, no problem, and you blew all your huge cooldowns on Gambit. You got nothing left to try and force these big cores away. Nice buyback from KP. He tanks the Omni, sure, but he's right back into the fight.
Oh, it's a good fissure, or at least to control up Armel, but it's only control. You can't kill him, not through the Aegis, so the tier 3 tower is down.
As they traverse these woods.
Because they've pressured the tier 2 tower on top lane. In fact, not just pressured, they took it out.
Yep.
They're hoping to catch somebody who's rotating towards that top lane. Now the smoke goes from TNC, and they'll move straight in. The Templar Assassin, the smoke will break. The Roar is out into the Omni Slash, the Will-O-Wisp, but won't be able to cancel it off. TA goes down. This is what Gambit wanted. A pick outside of their base. They're still losing their range racks on bottom. The Illusions are doing this. Lashrak has done the best he possibly can to try and keep this up, but...
And Armel closing in on that meld hit bash. Only needs another level and a half. He'll be fully online.
Lashrak, run. Gabby is right
Song's
behind
up.
him. Song of the Siren will connect. Can they see him inside the tree lines in time? Check your corners. Like we're playing Counter-Strike right now. Arrow will fly forward. Perfect time for the Song of the Siren to come off. No way Lashrak was able to get around that. And that is 83 seconds down. Buyback is available, but you see what happens on the other side. The range racks being ripped apart once again.
They got a creep wave.
Here comes your Arrow. No one's going to get hit by that one. Here comes ES, ready for the jump. Everyone's pretty grouped up. You clean up the illusions. The range racks has already been taken down. Still not feeling that moment. Earthshaker. They don't have to battle through an Aegis Immortal. That's the upside. I love how everybody gets to watch Roshan. You got a TA Trap and you got a Beastmaster Hawk. The Hawk's about to time out. Roshan will spawn in 5 seconds, so a secondary Hawk will have to be sent. Now, Beastmaster Raw catching KP, Vampire waiting for it. They force-staff him into the creep wave with the following fissure. KP dropping very quickly. He'll consume the cheese, getting his life back once again, while Lashrak in the back lines almost killing off Tibbs, trying to run away. KP will finally drop. Is there an extra help? Vampire's waiting for it. The Will-O-Wisp is down, but TA protected by the BKB. The arrow stun combination, GPK, they're pushing him further away. The Astaire is over on Vampire, but now you have the Echo Slam. You got the fissure. He's waiting it out. They bought the space to get out of here. The Song of the Siren. They want to make sure this ES dies. They're all grouped up. He just throw it out. The arrow will come in. Lashrak, he died to the TA trap. He walked up and I think he got hit by a TA trap, which was on the hill. And now you're going for Roshan. Lashrak's dead without buyback for 70 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Now Roshan will be taken. There is no contest to be had. Echo wasn't blown, so a high ground defense is maybe possible. Vampire is waiting. He has got himself a very nice position, but feels a little too close. They smoke up, and TNC look for their own fight.
It's like
they feel that there's so many traps everywhere. Vampire, he's no longer a hero. Buyback is available, but Vampire shows when double damage on a Templar Assassin is up, you get 2 hit. But Armel, unfazed, hitting that melee rack, still has the Aegis Immortal. They cannot commit on Armel.
I love the defensive Lotus Orb spam. All these disables from Gambit are single target with the exception of the dunk. You can't use your Sinister Gaze. Roar isn't effective. Oh, hold on.
Juggernaut bashed up. That's that Mel bash going to work. Raw onto the Night Stalker. KP trying to come in close. Now the Chain Frost bouncing around. Armel full-staffed out. That Chain Frost still causing some problems. The Song is trying to help them reset, but the Chain Frost still being a bit of a pain in the butt.
Approaching, yep, 8,000 gold. Enough for a buyback and a casual rapier.
Time for moonshots to be bought, right?
His buyback cost is currently 2,800 gold.
Easily affordable. Armel setting a trap, looking for Dream. Dream, blinding light it back up again. That forced him to walk straight past Armel. Now the Mel Strike able to connect with the bash into the follow-up arrow. They try and force up him away with the fidget block, but now your Juggernaut is down. His eyes buy back up. But TNC, the trap is sprung, and Gabby goes in, hexing over on the Earthshaker. He can't afford to die. Arrow flies forward. He'll connect over an FNG. Vampire needs to get the hell out of here, but he's been pulled back in by the Will-O-Wisp. He's not ready for the dunk. He doesn't have mana. He's completely dry.
So good.
And the Song of the Siren, they look towards him, but they don't want him. They want the bigger target of the Manta style. Dodging out from Juggernaut. He's got a chance to fight into the Omnisage, pushing around. They pull back. Templar Assassin FNG tries to keep him in this fight, but Lashrak just doesn't have enough life to survive. Or maybe he does. When the shields are up, they can go back and reset. Still no kills coming for such huge abilities, but the Echo Slam is able to connect, but not enough damage. Night Stalker just consumes the cheese, gets all the life back again. ES will now buy back. And the fortification kicks in. Gambit doing everything they can to keep their melee racks alive, but they don't have their big hitters anymore. The Fissure tries to create space. KP goes straight at the top of it. It's a good split up from GPK, using that Pulse Nova to get some damage out. Maybe finally KP can die. No, on 79 HP. He'll walk away, and Gambit will GG call it. It was the slowest march to victory, but it was methodical by TNC.
Yeah, perfect. Meld hit bashes into arrow. You kind of need level 25 on TA to make those sorts of plays. And just really, it took a while, but you can't blame TNC. They knew how they had to win this game.
Lina for Gambit.
It's a desperation Lina pick. That is all about the mid lane.
It's not a tense pick that you kind of go, ooh.
Not your traditional 22 pick in the sense that, you know, it's a Lina standard. We've seen this hero before. Not exactly the win condition, but it can go off.
Wonder if anyone's going to remember that bottom bounty rune still in play. Nice arrow from Vampire up on the top. Connects into Gabby. That's a lot of early damage. Gabby trying to retreat back out again. He's already so heavily slowed. Gambit getting aggressive, and Gabby does not have the life to survive. Even with the Undying against a tri-lane. And he drops the obs as well. More protection for this jungle area. So important for TNC's top lane. And Tim's moves to the bottom lane. Sharshlo in trouble. He was inside the Midnight Pulse. That helps with the damage output from KP as well. The 3 points impress the attack. And he just goes at him. That's actually 1 point only in Midnight Pulse, no stun.
Nice move by Tim's Catapult Wave. I'm Enigma. Let me pop my demonic conversion and immediately start pushing.
Oh, GPK. He's got Dragon Slave up. He'll avoid the arrow, but the Slave, he dies. You'll pop back out of the OD. Vampire even coming in closer. He took damage from that. But they'll need more help than this. The arrow flies and actually gets the catapult at the back. So the push into the tower, now negligible. And Sharshlo's looking for the right line just to cleave and takes the big ones out. But of course, you got the Legion Commander in for the duel. Winter Wyvern's on the way in. No Cold Embrace. But the X-Mark spot, they want to pull KP back in underneath the tower. They'll get the combination, and KP turned it up and brought down GAMBIT. We talked about their laning phase, how strong it has to be. They're showing movement across the map.
It's a line being drawn. They pivot. Oh, that's a cutback.
That sentry from FNG, it caught a glimpse of the Legion. Now he'll get rid of the obs. And then the duel is out. Lina needs to help out, but no. Wyvern is most definitely dead. Armel will claim that kill. And the duel victory goes to Legion Commander.
Look how
Nightstalker.
These cores are just so tanky on TNC though. 1980 HP on the OD, Nightstalker at 1935, LC 1760 plus a pike.
Coming in. They need to be able to get a good Winter's Curse. You can be tanky as you want. Radiance is done for the lifesteal, so he's willing to come into the fight. Legion Commander set up in the air. The arrow flies forward. The 4 staff just means an extra 1 second over on the stun. Defensive imprisonment from Armel. Resets the fight up. You're still trying to bring down the Tombstone. Undying saves the Soul Rip for that one. Marana gets attacked in by Gabby. The Curse, it's going to be good. Ooh. KP's being brought down. They need more damage, but Tim's gives the mech. KP gets more life, but it still won't be enough. X marks a spawn. Are you going to bring him back in? Gabby, is there a ship? Is there a torrent? There's an arrow from Vampire. Able to connect on to Gabby, trying to keep him out this fight. While March on the front line, the torrent brings down the Nightstalker. They turn their attention towards March. And with Radiance up, GAMBIT feel good.
Really nice spacing from GAMBIT there.
GAMBIT, they already start up on Roshan. March is moving over. It's like, I have 1 Tombstone. Do I have a team? But you need to build up some intel onto Armel before this fight can really begin. Arana's coming in nice and close for this. The arrow flies forward. Roshan's already down 3k HP. Undying. Defensive imprisonment is up, but that means there's no Soul Rip to stop the Tombstones from being picked off. The boat connects over a mast. He'll Soul Rip himself some life, but not enough. Then KP, he's just walking around in no man's land. He's wondering, what am I meant to be hitting? Back around the pip. This is wasting the Dark Ascension time of the Nightstalker. That information moment. But TNC still don't feel like the strongest ones in this fight. Lightstriker raised off to mark with the okay, maybe with the hammer being dropped down in the black hole, but no! Instantly cancels up Yule Center up towards the air. Kunk will have to buy back. So does the Winter Wyvern. They still want to fight. This is OD's BKB starting to wear off. Lina got some space to get away. Arrow flies forward. Who's going to catch this one? No one! Everybody misses. While Dream continues to fight. Doesn't have really a lot of mana to work with. And surrounded by 5 heroes. X marks the spot. We're going on Legion Commander, which means we're not going on anything. But the Tombstone timer will run out in 3 seconds. Dream still looking to fight.
They're just
Lina,
cross the river.
Lina is left. She's actually gone to the top lane, but Lifestealer inside the pit gets bashed up by Roshan. Now runs out under the cover of Rage. Armel looks towards Roshan too, claps down with the conversions coming in close. And Lightstrike, actually that Dragon Slave, which is a little bit too far away to kill off those Eidolons. But everyone's back. Arrow flies once again, missing all. There's a lot of different targets. It's just a full standoff outside of Roshan. Dream comes in. Armel slowed up by the open wounds. Instantly freed by Press the attack. Dream still looking for a new target. Can't find one, but the X-Mark spot defensive imprisonment. OD instantly disengaging. A blink forward from Enigma and into the back lines. Gabby looking for the big target. He becomes a new focus. BKB up GPK. He gets dueled as well. So they're isolating out the big core. Is there support? The arrow flies in. Stunning on the Undying. KP can't get the duel victory. The Lightstrike array. And GPK able to stand with Dream. Armel as well. Have they got enough? The Lina finally is going to be brought down. Armel has got so much in, but he can't do enough damage out. It's just the rage. It's the rage up Lifestealer trying to fight, but maybe they have enough. More buybacks coming from the Miranda TNC. They smoke up. It feels like they're disengaging. Remember what we're fighting for here. We're fighting for Roshan, and he's still injured. And I'm waiting for Odie to go for this jump. Roshan will go the way of GAMBIT, and we can watch this fight once again. In the lifetime, it will be Roshan taken, so nothing else on that front. But isolating up the Lina, I really thought they were going to get the kill here.
It makes it way more difficult for TNC because you're not actually expending anything as Gambit to try and threaten these heroes.
Gambit have to feel so confident. There's an Observer Ward Sentry combination on the hillside. The TNC continuously run under. They may feel like this hill belongs to them because they have their own obs up there, but you've already got the Light Strike Array Undying being forced out of this fight so early on. The hits from GPK able to connect, while then Legion Commander, he's the next target. Hexed up a little bit further away from the Shrine, and Dream has just beaten the crap out of KP, putting that line for the test. They pull him back with the X mark to spawn. 2 heroes down without buyback available. Think about the next Roshan. He will respawn in just over 20 seconds. And it looks like Dream still feels confident enough. He moves to the tier 3 tower in mid.
You're a sniper. You're attacking from outside of the base. So easy to position now.
And the Satanic just arrived on the courier too, so she's got all the sustain she needs. The melee Rax is gone. Arrows fly forward. Odie almost clipping that one, but they use the Moonlight Shadow to back up. They still want to use this double damage rune to try and take Roshan, but if they drop it low and they lose the fight, giving it to TNC, it gives TNC a way back into this. So what do? They smoke up. They move to the high ground. No one's covering it. They use the Lifesteal Illusion to check out, and with the Hex leap forward, Night Stalker will die so quickly. Dead for a minute and a half, and they want more, and they'll find it much. Man, Yamato can GPK.
Get peeped. I wonder if you give this one to the Lina. I don't think you have to, actually, because with Aegis, Dream now can effectively dive tier 4s. GPK can shred buildings from outside the base, and yeah, that's exactly what they look to do.
He got denied by a Yule Scepter when he did that too, so... And I'm loving this Obs position. They see so much. Night Stalker almost walks into it. The Obs and Sentry, which is down from TNC, is too far away. Hex, Lifestealer walks forward. They'll push him away, but the Light Strike Array connects. Broken free, and now the secondary Hex over towards the OD, allowing Dream to re-engage. Looking for the target. Remember, he's got the Aegis Immortal. He doesn't care if he dies, but they want to wait out the Tombstone of March. Easy disengage, and with the BKB down, maybe even the Light Strike Array, but no! There's your black hole from Tims! He found the target! Gabby needs to get the damage out, but GPK just ripping him apart from the sideline. It's a good hammer drop, but Dream and GPK, the 2 biggest damage dealers, still on the front lines. Gabby's BKB will also wear off. GPK's actually managed to hit the Light Strike Array. They break it free with Press the attack. The ship, he'll fly back in again. That's problems. If Lifestealer can now get out, yes he can. He open wounds after breaking free with the Mana Style, focusing down this OD. He must die the 4-staff away. Armel lives on 200 HP. Dream just can't catch a kill. Not the one he wants. Undying will die. KP will be the next prize. Pulled back into the torrent, dead for 70 seconds. But OD still looking to fight. They buy back an Undying. You got prepped intel, 24 of it. Where's the Hex? Where's the control? OD just props the Shiva's Guard. Dream already burning that rage, but it'll last so damn long that Armel just can't fight through this one. They want that last bit of damage. Armel's soul ripped up, and he gets back into the fountain. He'll end up surviving for now. The top lane of Rax have been taken. Only the range Rax pulls them back. Oh, March! Too much damage. But it's a good AoE stun. Have they got a little bit more? The Hex on OD. He doesn't have any damage. They're underneath the fountain. Armel will be killed off, buying back into the game, but he doesn't have any of that intel. He'll BKB, looking for his own fight, but the Ghost Scepter's making so he can't attack anything. Gambit are sending a message to TNC. We'll farm you as well under your fountain. And the arrow, perfect connection on the OD. He's dead, and with it, the game, an ultra kill for GBK. He's gone nuts. So do Gambit, pushing this into a final, deciding 5th game.
Unbelievable. Just clinical. Once again, Gambit, they get a mid-game lead. They have the kill potential. They don't make mistakes. They get Roche, they get towers, they get tier 3, shrines. Continue. TNC.
But it's a safe lane Bristleback, so he's going to get a lot of farm.
That's the Lifestealer against the Alk. Man, has Gambit figured them out?
Doesn't feel like they can zone out this Lifestealer. This is a good CS game for Dream. Shashlo, like, he's got a lot himself. Like, everyone seems like they're just getting what they want. The supports stay low on the CS, but everyone else gets everything. So I want to see the rotations. I want to see that next wave of vision. I want to see Lich not die, but it seems FNG
and someone
have to start killing somebody.
Somebody's going to have to buy a Spirit Vessel on Radiant. I expect it'll probably be Shacklow on the offlane Kunkka. You need some method of slowing down Armel's regen.
But just copying so much damage from FNG, but the shield's there from KP. Dreams come over. Now here comes Vampire. Slow down KP. Doesn't have the borrow time available. In fact, it's the Inkswell and GPK rotates in nicely. The jump down from Tims. That was his last leap. A Spirit up, then down again.
Oh no.
Look into the right trees. In fact, it's actually the left trees, not the right trees. Tims starts his TP out. Anyone got enough damage? Nice. Yes, they do. GPK claims the kill, making the rotation worth it, but
Nothing really changing
They're going
for
for
either side.
Bristle's in a little too deep. GPK really trying to be influential in this game. Take out the side lanes. You'll have to work with Shashlo. Doesn't have Searing Chains available, but it won't matter. So Gabby, FNG will give the shields. GPK got to close the distance to make that really work. With the Frost Blast, Gabby gets slowed down. X mark ship. Torrent. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
You notice a pattern though, Toby? That's 2 times now you've watched the Ember Spirit rotate, but it's to kill heroes in side lanes at his own tier 2s.
wait for the breach. That's when it gets spectacular. Like, even if you get your farm with a life steal on the bottom, like, he's about to finish up a hand of Midas. So Dream has some level of progression. We're going to go again onto Gabby, pick him up, throw him down, put the combination out, and they will burn through the Bristleback. Even a Spirit Committal to ensure the GPK gets the last hit, and they're all here for the 10-minute runes. But look at the Invis Undying with the Moonlight Shadow. He'll steal it from Lich. The Moonlight Shadow will wear off in a second. TP supports on the way from the Grimstroke, but someone needs to bring a stun ball on bottom lane. Lifestealer has no way out of this one. Leap forward, KP working together.
That was so sick. Tim's actually just camped him, hits him with an arrow. They recognize he's out of mana, and then Abaddon just right-clicks him. That's a huge kill. And that's a Radiance, by the way, en route to Armel.
It's like Gambit are just trying to get something on the map, but look where Armel is. He's out of the jungle. He's on the tier 1 tower, working with the catapult to get rid of that tower. And there's nothing Shashlo can do. His X-Mark is now going to come off cooldown, but the tier 1 tower is lost. It was Gambit who was looking to take the property, but they lose out. In fact, Ember Spirit just uses Sleight of Fist. Spirit will get him down into the river.
They're rolling, man.
They turn attention towards the Grimstroke. He has to kind of ink swell or do something here, but under the tower, he'll dodge the arrow. The shields are up from FNG. Now the ink swell is up, but it won't be able to trigger. It can't stay alive long enough. Bristleback, the silence will wear off, and GPK can't even do enough damage to kill off Tims, who is diving into the tower. Gabby stays on it, and Shashlo comes in. Gabby's got himself a double kill, but this is all, remember, distraction. If he gets 2 kills and dies, it's still worthwhile. March is helping him out, giving him some more life, but he cannot tank through the ship, and March, for all that support he was trying to give, he doesn't have the life to back it up.
It's all just a distraction, though, Toby. They could have backed out, but they're like, no. We're gonna dive. We're gonna kill this Lich. Yeah, we lose 2.
You need Ancient Apparition. You need something. You need to not have this 4th picked against you in Game 5 of the Grand Final.
Now you just link up, go join your Alchemist, or rather your Abaddon.
KP's going to try and silence Dream, so the Blink Concoction from Armel's able to connect, but no, the timing a little bit off. Armel ends up stunning himself. And you look towards the mid. Here we go on to Gabby. March is nearby once again. Tombstone over on the hill. They battle underneath their own Observer Ward. Sinister Gaze Anthony to try and keep this Bristleback under control, but you've got through half of his life, and Armel's ready to blink in for another concoction. You can Soul Bind them together. The damage is big, combining with a double Chain Frost. The Soul Bind now moving over towards Armel, but you've only killed a 1-for-1 trade-off. The Torrent's onto KP, but he's got borrowed time. This battle won't continue in favor of Gambit when the arrow connects, and down goes Kunkka for 44 seconds. And Gambit, how do you even fight this? Without the Kunkka ship, you don't really have that big team fight. Grimstroke can have a look in by throwing out that Stroke of Fate, so he can at least have a bit of a squiz. And the Roshan dying, Ember Spirit, the Sleight of Fist comes in, good Searing Chain Spirit, ready to jump forward and goes in, but FNG, who gets the Aegis Smaller, goes in the hands of Armel. Alchemist looking to blink himself out and get himself a concoction stun, doesn't see anyone in range. He won't stun himself, the BKB will absorb it, but FNG trapped in the tree lines. A quick slow from Vampire, trying to create a little bit of extra space, and the silence onto Gabby that doesn't save FNG's life. The boat just creates a little bit of extra space, but Gabby feels so strong, approaching tier 3 towers.
And Armel, he's done it again, where he goes for this efficiency item instead of rushing those big timing items in the AC Heart. This time he knew he had to TP base, so he buys bots, slows down that progression, but it increases his efficiency.
Lifestealer, get the hell out of there. X marked the spot, looking to pull KP back into a Torrent, create a little bit of extra space. Lifestealer just saw like 6 range creeps on bottom and wanted to farm it because the rest of his team came out, had the confidence. FNG TP's away to safety. They don't have the stun available. And Lifestealer, okay. Underneath its own Obs and Sentry near the shrine. More TP supports coming in the form of GPK. They're looking for a target. Gabby seems to be it, but Gabby can't be it. They don't have the damage for him. And Kunkka's in the back lines, can throw down the ship, but Lifestealer's just getting the crap beaten out of him. The shields are up. Now the Chain Frost will start to bounce around. The damage, it already comes too late. Lifestealer is dead, and Alchemist under BKB and Aegis. You know he's going to dive this. Looking for the stun. He gets onto the Grimstroke. It gets stunned back in under almost the tier 4 towers. Gabby is going. TNC, they want to win in style. Remember, you haven't taken all the tier 2s yet. You're almost at the fountain. Gambit have no buybacks available. Gabby is standing his ground. KP's going to be here to shield him free, get him away from the torrent. You're under tier 4 towers, TNC. Silence up Gabby, spirit him forward with a searing chain. They can finally bring down this bristleback. But my God, is there nowhere safe for Gambit when TNC can just run at you like this and you still didn't even kill the Alchemist? If they can keep the mid out, no, they can't even do that. There's no backdoor protection. Armel just cannot be stopped.
It's a cave troll, Toby. He's shrugging off all the damage, focused on the objective. Beat up what's in front of you.
I don't think they have Aragon to kill that damn thing.
No, they don't.
Actually, it was Hobbits that did the real job.
No, it was Legolas, but you're close. Gambit, they're trying their best. Melee Rax falls, and like it just, you feel powerless. What does Gambit do? So nope, just top wave, then he'll get the AC, and then you maybe look to go bottom, finish that last tier 2, and perhaps just go end the game. No Aegis, of course, so you've got a bit of a window for Gambit. You will be able to finish off that Deso on lifestealer. He's got it up now, but bottom lane, the AC's up, and here comes the TP bot.
Oh, they're right after Kunkka.
Kill the creep, kill the creep.
And with the Yule Scepter up.
Al can't get here.
Now that he can't, but I don't think they really need him. Kunkka try and throw the ship, torrent, boat, everything he's possibly got. Kunkka just permanently controlled, silenced. The Emperor Spirit's bouncing around. Kunkka will finally be brought down underneath the tier 2 tower, but Armel, yep, inside the base. Sinister Gaze in, TP's arriving from Dream, and now Alchemist will be put to the test. They get the silence on him. If they have another stun that slows under the tier 4 towers, Searing Chain's back off cooldown. They just have to kill Armel, but oh wait, he's got BKB. Walks away, disengages, and now it's 171. Make it 431 HP, a second regeneration for an Alchemist. My God, 1,100 GPM. What is this?
It's Alc Dota.
And he's TPing towards the top lane. No fear. The rest of his team is coming by. Oh, that courier cannot die. It's flying out a Mystic Star for GPK. Looks like Dream's going to be put to the test. Trying to run out of here. The arrow's off target. Moving far enough away, so this blink concoction stun's going to work. The rage has already been used from lifestealer. Needs to actually jump inside. Maybe you get the double chain frost out, but now you see just how pitiful that damage will be. The only one you bring down low is Abaddon. He's got borrowed time. Lich can't move away, slowed up too far. The arrow will hit the mark from Tim's. Archery champion and Armel, you know he's diving. 4 hits to kill off Vampire. No, he has to do it in 5. The Searing Chains just hold TNC in place, but they cannot stop this Tide Gambit.
Yeah, he's back to cancel the TP, but he's still got a little bit of the fountain regen. So Armel still with plenty of mana for a stun. Onto the mid-Rax, Shiva's utilized, but Gambit at this point, you're just throwing damage out onto heroes that don't give a damn. Everyone's full HP. Yule's into arrow, nice, FNG, he's gonna die.
Yep, no way to bring him back up again. Dead for a long time, almost a minute. The tier 3 tower being chipped away. Gambit, they're still in this, so they think they have some level of a chance, but where is your damage gonna come? At the moment, you just can't battle that Alchemist attacking so fast. They're moving to the bottom lane, claim all 3s. Everything you can possibly have. The ship, the torrent, Undying. That's someone you can kill. March will end up falling. Alchemist, Concoction. He BKB just in case he stuns himself. Dream now up towards the air with the Yule Scepter. Looking for an extra stun combination. Able to hit it perfectly. Lifestealer needs the extra life. Needs to infest to get out of there. He can't do it. He's down for the count. No buyback available. This looks like it's going to be the end as TNC go almost into the fountain. Kunkka has buyback available, but TNC, they just keep pushing. They have had such a flawless series throughout this entire tournament. This is when they were most tested by Gambit. And they just want to end it. They want to claim this victory. Yeah, the Butterfly is going to be bought up as well. The Courier is bringing out one of the parts. He'll go to the secret shop. So, yeah, 28-minute Alchemist with casual Butterfly to backpack BTs. Jumps in, takes the tier 3 tower. The smoke are trying to attempt to wrap around. This should be the last fight for Gambit. We'll see how much power they've got. They focus on the Alchemist. They know he doesn't have an Aegis Immortal, but Gabby puts himself between Gambit as well as the rest of TNC. Lifestealer try to get in the backlines to go after Tim's, but the Moonlight Shadow, they just hide under the cover of Invis. Their Sentry Wall is down everywhere, but Bristleback, he's being Sinister Gaze into the fountain, and then he just bashes FNG down under the cover of BKB, turns his attention towards GPK. The arrow, such a long stun over on the Lifestealer. Concoction will follow it up. Torrent will not create anywhere near enough space. The Soul Bind is out, but Kunkka can't run away from this. BKB Armel, he will stand toe-to-toe with the entire Gambit team, but there's so much strength in this TNC lineup. They'll finish the objective-based gaming, they'll take the bottom racks, and they'll take the